I just had a delightful rendezvous with my pillow. This was one of those naps where when you wake up, you think that you've slept for hours upon hours and that it's actually the next day. And now I'm all subdued and I have to do a vlog. And the reason I have to do a vlog is because I am a procrastinator. I know some people would say that I probably shouldn't nap and I should just get the things that I need to get done out of the way. Unfortunately, this doesn't really work for me. I like napping, and I don't really sleep a lot at night. I get about 4 to 5 hours of sleep, but it's never that peaceful, deep, solid sleep. I toss and turn a lot, I go get water, I check my phone, I check my email. So it's really not sleeping, it's just doing activities lying down. And while lying down activities can be fun, I much prefer 3 in the morning to be designated to sleep. This week I have something special for you. A friend of mine sent his book of poetry to me in the mail, and I just got it last week. That friend is Kuhn, and the book is The Widow's Cliff and Other Poems. I am not a poetry aficionado, even though I do have 3 binders full of terrible poetry I wrote when I was a teenager. I know you think I'm joking. I'm not. Not too long ago, I took on the task of actually reading through the poetry. Not a single poem out of these books is any good. Maybe if you're lucky, I'll read you one. I'm not really selling them, am I? So even though I did write some angst-riddled poetry when I was young, that doesn't make me an expert. All I do know is that I enjoy reading poetry. There were a few poems that I really loved in this book, ones that were so haunting. It really allows you a glimpse into their soul and into who they are as a person. It's not all veiled in metaphor and cloaked in fancy wording. It's very stark and it's very honest, and I think that's what I really enjoyed about it. Now, I didn't ask Gordon if this was okay, but I'm going to read you one of the poems that I really liked from his book. Now, I don't really know how to read poetry, so I'm hoping I don't butcher this. If I do, I apologize. This kind of reminds me of when I was young. There was this place on King George Highway called the Java Joint, and we all used to go there and hang out there when we were young, and people would read their poetry or sing. Now, people never snap their fingers when people finish their poetry, but I'm thinking that if you guys want to do that, that would be okay by me. So the poem I've chosen to read is A Rose for a Friend. I had a friend who went away. She never said how long she'd stay. I bought a rose and placed it where no one would stop and stand and stare, but a place I knew she might wander past, and hope the flower would somehow last. That my message of sadness and regret for being one who, without thinking and with unplanned neglect, had sadly let her fingers drift from mine. Then somewhere, somehow, something cut the line, which I had not in place wished or had any such forward design, but failed I to tend the growth, and failed to note or to in time seek to refine. The friendship that should have long passed the test of time, while our love had grown so quickly from infancy into prime. Too late I then discovered how quickly a clock can chime, and another flower placed I this day, and wished that she might stop this way. But I know she's gone and will never return. Too late, the lesson did I learn. This poem, out of all the ones in the book, struck the chords of my heart, and I'm not too sure why. You can get this online, and I suggest that you go and check out Gordon's blogs and his website. He's totally worth getting to know. That's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the poem. Take the time to go and check out Gordon's work, and I will see you all here next week for That Girl Tyson.
General quarters, all hands man your battle stations, all hands man your battle stations.
So I'm going to open the binder and randomly read whatever craptastic poem is inside. Like I said, it's not going to be good. I wish I were a rock. I wish I were a rock, so I wouldn't cry or laugh or dream. I wish I were a rock, so to me you couldn't hurt or yell or scream. I wish I were a rock, so I could live forever and be oblivious to pain. I wish I were a rock, so I didn't have to worry about being the same. I wish I were a rock, so I couldn't hear or see your hate. I wish I were a rock, so I would never be too late. I wish I were a rock, so my insides would never rot. I wish I were a rock, but then again, I'm not. I'm glad these binders were never given to our family counselor. I would have had to go to more sessions.